Welcome to Soama Media.
Before we dive into this deep exploration of Malachi York's life and his massive body of work, Alma wants to take a moment to set a very clear foundation for this video. Alma is fully aware of the federal convictions and the crimes that led to his current incarceration. Those are a matter of public record and are not what we are here to debate today. Alma's intention with this content is entirely neutral. Alma holds no personal feelings, positive or negative, toward the man himself. Instead, her focus is strictly on the information he synthesized and the unique way of thinking he brought forth into the world. For full transparency, Alma's personal journey into the occult and the hidden mysteries of our history actually began with her picking up one of his books years ago. He is not her hero, nor is he her mentor, he was simply her trigger. That one book acted as the initial spark that pushed her to question mainstream narratives and start seeking her own truth. This video is an objective look at his role as an information architect. We are here to analyze the work, not the man. To understand the trajectory of Malachi York, one must first understand the climate of the 1960s and 70s in urban America. This was an era of intense searching, where traditional institutions often failed to provide answers to the deep questions of heritage and purpose. York emerged not as a typical preacher, but as a relentless collector of information. His early journey was a rapid-fire immersion into the major spiritual currents of the time. He moved through the frameworks of the Moorish science temple, various forms of Islam, and Hebrew mysticism, not to simply follow them, but to master their mechanics. By the time he established himself in Brooklyn, he was teaching what he called Wunawap, or right knowledge. This wasn't just a set of rules, it was a massive, evolving database of linguistics, history, and spiritual practice designed to restore a sense of ancient dignity to his followers. He was a man who believed that truth was scattered across the globe and that it was his mission to gather the pieces into one unified system. If you are interested in the figures who dedicated their lives to synthesizing the world's hidden mysteries and the psychological impact of alternative histories, you are in the right place. Alma Media explores the lives and philosophies of the world's most complex thinkers without the bias of the mainstream. Subscribe to Alma Media today and join us as we explore the intersection of belief, identity, and the search for right knowledge. We invite you to grow with the Alma Media community. As York's journey progressed into the 1990s, his synthesis took a turn toward the cosmic. He began to integrate the ancient astronaut theories that were popular in the work of writers like Zacharias Sitchin, but he adapted them into a specific narrative of genetic and extraterrestrial origins. He moved his base of operations from the urban landscape of New York to the rural expanse of Georgia, where he oversaw the construction of Tamari, a sprawling complex designed in the image of ancient Egypt. Here, the transition was complete. He had moved through the religions of the book and into a territory that combined archaeology, ufology, and Pan-Africanism. For his supporters, York was a linguistic and historical pioneer who broke the spells of traditional indoctrination. He produced hundreds of booklets, each one a dense layer of right knowledge that challenged his readers to look at the stars as their true home and the ancient world as their true legacy. In my opinion, the most interesting aspect of York's life is his role as an information architect. Regardless of the controversy surrounding his later years, his ability to weave together disparate threads of information, from Sumerian tablets to the Bible, was undeniably unique. He recognized a deep psychological hunger for a history that wasn't tied to the trauma of recent centuries. My reflection is that York's story represents the ultimate search for the source. He lived his life as a series of incarnations, testing the boundaries of how far a person can redefine themselves and their community. His journey reminds us that the human need for a grand, mythical origin is incredibly powerful. Whether his work was a brilliant synthesis or a complex reimagining of existing ideas, he remains one of the most significant examples of how alternative history can fundamentally reshape the identity of thousands of people in the modern age.
Garantani. Till the next video.